Okay, what's up, world? It's your girl, Miss Fierce, and this is a special episode of the sessions. I guess we can kind of call out a little girl talk feature because I have my girl, Mecca GloBal, who has her own podcast as well, Mecca GloBal Podcast, and she and I are kind of doing a joint show together. So, Mecca, say what's up.
What's going on, everybody? This is your girl, Mecca GloBal, the voice of the underdog.
So, me and Mecca, first of all, shout out to Cece Vance, who is Mecca's publicist. She is the one that, I guess you say, hooked us up together. I interviewed Mecca on my website, fisherscorner.com, and in return, she showed the love and interviewed me on her podcast, Mecca GloBal Podcast, which I really appreciated. Mm-hmm. And in the process, after we recorded my show with her on her podcast, we started talking about, each of us, we both have our own podcast. And then it kind of just took on a life of its own because we turned into tech support.
We was having problems on something, and we were just helping each other. And that one thing turned into a 2-week project.
Yes.
It took a life of its own, for real.
It did. Like, we will not say the name of the platform that we use, but it was just, like, ridiculous. Like, we were trying to, like, get our RSS feeds to link up with our SoundClouds and the platform that we use and our iTunes. And the platform that we use happened to be on Central European time. So, me and Mecca was like, forget it. We gonna figure this out ourselves. And that is what we did.
We started laughing because, like, when she figure out something, she'll text me or call me. Or when I figure out something, I'll call her, text her. I mean, when I tell you we were on a hunt, we were stalking our RSS feeds. I had the battery die. I had to
I almost forgot about that. Becca had texted me. She was like, I'm in a hoodie. I'm out here, had to go to the store to get a little JP charger. And it was so crazy because me and Mecca, first of all, me and Mecca found out we are both Virgos. And if anyone knows a Virgo, we're headstrong and we do not stop.
OCD.
Yes. OCD. We do not stop until we figure it out. Like me and Mecca, Mecca fell asleep with the laptop in her lap. We was up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, texting and the screenshots. Up at 5 a.m. Is there an update? We were stalking the platform. Okay, they ain't emailed us back yet. What is going on?
I don't think y'all hear her. We were stalking the platform because I don't think they heard you. She said we were sending each other screenshots.
Yes.
See this, do this. She was walking me through this. I was walking her through that. She was like, no, click on this. I click on that. We were back and forth. When I say the amount of screenshots that's in my phone.
Me too. It was Mecca would be at her office, I would be at work, and we would be texting each other throughout the day. We'd be like, well, when you get home? So we call each other. It was ridiculous. We even found these people's Facebook pages. We found their personal Facebook pages.
We found their Facebook pages, their personal Facebook pages. When they sent them emails, we tracked down. We better than FBI.
We are.
Tracked down the people's Facebook page.
We weren't playing no games. We were determined to figure out how to get all of this linked up because we was we need this for our shows. We got guests coming. So we was we just need everything to link up. So all we got to do is just hit one button and all the shows will just go out to you guys out there on Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, what have you. And it was just everything. So we would not give up. And the reason why we wanted to, to share this with you guys, because for one, it was funny as hell. It was funny. Me and Mecca was we got the cigarette. We don't smoke, but we got the cigarettes hanging out our lip. We done turned to drinking. They done stressed us all the way out. But it was me and Mecca, we do not know each other. The first time we met was when I interviewed her for my website, and she returned the love. And she didn't have to help me, and I didn't have to help her, but we did.
We did, and that's why I said we need to. There's two reasons why we really made mainly need to speak on this because, number one, we don't even know each other from nowhere other than when Cece linked us up for us to do for her to do my interview, and I did her interview. But when two women join together, and especially two Virgo women, two determined Virgo women, when I tell y'all, people who listening, we figured this system out inside and out and got screenshots to prove it.
Yes.
I think that should be applauded and commended. I think we need to tip our hat.
We should. I would give us some hand claps because we did that. And that's just to go to show that ladies, and not just ladies, men, like y'all, we can come together and support one another. You ain't got to know someone all your life to help them with something. And by us helping one another, we got to learn a little bit about each other, and we figured out like we really could open up a tech support company now. Like, or we could be FBI investigators. One of the two.
We turned into tech support help desk.
We did. We did. Like, y'all should have seen, like, I wish we could show y'all, like, our screenshots. Like, Becky like, wait a minute, I see so. And I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, I'm going to send you this screenshot. I'm going to send you this video. Okay, now do this. Now go to that. Okay, and we going to go to sleep, and we going to wait until in the morning. But then we be like, but I'm wide awake. I got to figure this thing out. And we was stalking the platform that we use. Like, y'all, when I say they... Yes, like... They was on Central European time, so that's like 4 or 5 hours ahead of us. So I be sitting there sending Mecca screenshots like, okay, this what time it is over there. They gonna be up soon.
Oh my God, we got screenshots. We got a textbook. Like, everything is step by step. Like, we could really become tech support.
We could. We should release a book. Like, or we should, like, have, like, a show or something, like...
How to do this.
Yes, like, we could take over literally that company, like, we got this. Y'all ain't got to worry about it, but we got this. Because, for one, me and Mecca not on no Central European time. We on Eastern Standard Time.
That's right.
So y'all wouldn't have to wait 8 hours for an email.
Oh, my God.
But it was... It was hilarious. I think like those would have, even though it was frustrating.
Wait, you forgetting? I was just 32. I said, I'm riding past a corporate office.
Yes, Becca texted me. Oh my God, Becca texted me out because Becca is in Jersey, and I think you went to New York. You was in New York, and she was like, I just rolled past that corporate office. I was like, oh Lord. I was like, well, hold on, Becca, let me get my Tim's. Let me get up there before you go in there.
It turned into a full-blown stalking. We needed, when I tell you, we was waiting for them to reply back to us.
Yes.
And, we on Eastern Standard Time. And they on Central.
And I was just like, Central? I was like, wait a minute, Central European time? So, like, I would email them first thing in the morning. They were like, thank you for your email. And we would just be sitting there for a reply. And then they would reply. They'd be like, okay, this is not what we asked for. This is not what we wanted.
They would send like a basic brief description of this and that. We figured out a whole nother way. We did so much. We overdid it. Remember when we finally got a response from her? She was like, oh no, y'all looped it.
Yeah.
We looped it from this way to that way and that way to this way.
I was like, well, wait, we messed up the loop. I was like, wait a minute. So I sent it to Mecca. Mecca's like, wait a minute. I was like, I don't know. I was like, she said we messed up the loop, but she unlooped it, and I don't know where she unlooped it from. So that started. Yeah. And then I emailed. I was like, well, can we get screenshots? They go sit back step by step. We and Beck was like, okay, forget it. We got it. We'll just have to figure this thing out on our own.
Oh, my God. Oh, my. I don't think people understand.
They don't, because we went through 2 to 3 weeks of just pure, like, oh, my God, I'm about to go smoke a whole pack of Newport.
And I don't even smoke
or drink. But it was like I wasn't even doing my work. Like, I work for a bank. I was just, like, not do my own work, like, trying to figure out this stuff. Like, oh, my God. Like, I would literally be at work just thinking about this because that's how meticulous we are and how OCD we was about the whole situation. Like, me and Mecca was not going to stop until we figured this thing out.
Oh, my God. In the middle of the day, they would text and email, and then she emailed me in the middle of the day. I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Like,
yeah.
I'm serious that God, like, in the middle of the day, she texted me like, look, they emailed me back, and that's when you read the step by step. I said, well, where's the screenshot?
Yeah. Mac was like, what is it? Mac would send me a text message, reply back and tell them we need screenshots, we need A, B, C, D, and E, and I would do it, and then they would not reply back with what we asked for. Then finally, the person who was working our ticket forwarded our ticket to someone else. I was like, oh, I know she ain't tired of us.
Wait, you can reach past that. She said the person who was working our ticket passed our ticket on to somebody else. She probably was tired of us, but wait a minute, if that's your job, we needed help.
We did. I was like, don't you? It got so bad that me and Mecca knew the girl by name, found her Facebook page, but she had her Facebook page set up slick because you can't message her, you can't comment on it, you can't add her as a friend or nothing.
It's all that fun. We just laughing. It's nothing malicious, but it was so funny.
It was.
It was just too funny. It was too funny.
It was hilarious. Like now when I look back on it, even though we was like frustrated because we wanted to figure it out, it was hilarious because we was not gonna stop. And then on top of that, we was helping each other. Like we were willing and wanted to help each other.
And that's the beautiful thing that really stood out to me because what's crazy is people you know all your life don't even try to help you. And here it is, two strangers. We met through an interview.
Yeah.
And here we are back and forth. And it just came up in a conversation about both of our platforms and how we can expand it. And that's how it came about in a conversation. And it spun out of control.
We became it was like a Lifetime movie. Two obsessed podcasters.
Outside in the rain, like my charger.
Yeah, oh my God. Mecca texted me. She's like, I gotta get a charger. I'm in a hoodie. I'm going to the janky store. I got a janky charger, but it works. Like that's how serious we was about figuring this stuff out. And when we finally figured it out, y'all, when I tell you, me and Mecca was like, okay, we going to go sleep tonight. We were like, we get some sleep tonight.
After we figured it out, but it was 3 weeks later. Like every day we worked on it for 3 weeks, seriously, back to back, morning, noon, and night, at work in the middle of the day, in the office. We were texting each other. She was like, I got this back. I said, I got this one. She was like, no, but you got to do this one. And we did so much, we forgot. Like once she sent us that, and we said, wait a minute, where's the screenshot that? We figured it out backwards. We went forward, and then we had to backtrack.
Mm-hmm.
When she unlooked it, we still figured something else out.
Yeah.
But it was a lesson in this. Like women, when we seriously all jokes aside, when we put our heads together and we focus and determine, we really can do what we need to do.
Yes.
Don't be at the phone.
Yes, like we can accomplish so much more when we're so willing to work together versus trying to compete with one another. Because there's room for all of us out here. And I told Mecca, like, I didn't know her from nothing, but when I interviewed her and she interviewed me, I felt like she was like my older sister. Like I never met her a day in my life. I'm like, I feel like she's my big sister because we were just like, she was literally the big sister in the situation. I was a little sister. She was like, tell them that we need A, B, C, and D. And I'm like, okay. So she was like the big sister. You need to tell them. And I was the little sister. Okay, hold on. And then sending her all the stuff. So it was really a teamwork effort. It was a partnership. But she was really like the big sister. And I was the little sister. She said that y'all need.
No.